Hello, welcome to Wasted Opinions. And this show is all about shows, TV shows, streaming shows, whatever they're called now. 30 minutes, maybe an hour at most. We're talking about definitive episodes of your favorite series, whether it be on TV or streaming, here on Wasted Opinions.
Heavens to Betsy, my name is CountryBoy.
I'm LewisLightning. Oh, whoa! I'm MussKeg.
Whoa, what are you thinking?
I'm a level 38 death captain.
Hey, look who it is. It's the porno guy.
Don't enjoy it, don't get me wrong. Let's just agree with all each other's picks and we like each other.
So yeah, we're talking definitive episodes on this episode of Wasted Opinions.
This is the definitive episode of it.
Basically what we're looking at TV shows, streaming shows, again, whatever you want to call them. And we're talking about the ones that if you had to pick one episode of that entire show's seasons, their catalog, whatever, and you're saying, this is what I'm going to show someone so they get an idea what the show is about, this is that episode. And you know, some of them are going to be a little more tricky. So it might come down to a few of them where you're just like, okay, I can't really pick, so this is my favorite of the bunch, like a few.
Yeah, that might be the case because some of them the finale might be my favorite.
Yeah, true.
Now, I'm going to ask, because this could affect my list, but do you guys want to do two-parters? Is that like is that one episode if it's a two-part episode?
I think if it's a two-part episode, I think it's fine. If you want to include both episodes as your definitive version of the show, I think that would work.
Yeah.
But I am LewisLightning. With me today over on my right.
You got the MussKeg. You know you got it, the MussKeg. Me.
And then over on my left.
And I come from a place where everybody knows your name. I am CountryBoy.
Okay, we'll start things off with a little bit of a cinnamon bun shot.
Cinnamon bun.
Cinnamon buns, I love them.
Ooh, that's like a song.
Cinnamon buns.
So does anyone want to take the lead on this?
Let John do it.
Oh, thanks guys, I appreciate
He
it.
never goes first. He never gets to.
I try to, share the wealth. There's a ton of shows. I love myself some television. I love myself some cartoons. I love myself some, some serious, your Sopranos type stuff out there. But we're gonna go come somewhere in the middle. It's got some dark comedy to it. It's got some seriousness to it. We're talking about Breaking Bad, one of the best shows ever. And this might not be my favorite episode. Like we could do our favorite episodes, but it is, I would say, one of the definitive episodes in the final season, season 5. It is one with the train heist. It's called Dead Freight.
Oh, I had that on mine.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, we're gonna both talk about Breaking Bad, I guess, but we get to do it together.
It is.
Oh, that was your favorite.
It's not my favorite. That's not what we're doing. We're not doing favorites. My favorite is a different one. But this is one of those episodes I would say would definitely define the show really well. It gives you a lot about like Walter White's character and Jesse Pinkman's character, and then you also get some Jesse Plemons, his character in there, Todd. Fantastic actor, man. That guy's got to win an Oscar one of these days. But no, this is a wonderful episode where they're doing a train heist. They're just stealing some methamphetamine off of a train, and it is high intensity. It is good. It's got some comedy to it as well too, with some Bill Burr in there.
Burr's in it,
So you got some good variation
it
of how
showcases Walter White's like intelligence.
Exactly. It's got so much going on for it. So I feel like this is a good showcase for the show, and it doesn't like reveal too much about like a lot of the plot going forward. So you can watch maybe this episode without like ruining a lot of things that happened before it as well too. So if you watch this episode, you might be intrigued to watch more of it. And
crazy ending too.
Oh, the ending
Without
is
saying anything,
heartbreaking.
The ending is wow.
Heartbreaking.
Wow.
But yeah, that is probably the one episode I would say as maybe a definitive episode for Breaking Bad.
Well, it's interesting because that's my favorite episode, so that works well. That works well.
Did you want to go next then?
Sure. I will admit that when we talked about this, I lean a bit more towards like my favorite episodes of something. So
yeah.
But I also do have some ideas. The first one I want to talk about is True Detective, episode 1, season 1.
Oh, 1-1. Okay.
With Woody Harrelson, Matthew McConaughey. So it works great for getting somebody into it, but the way that movie is shot, scored, or sorry, that TV show is, I guess, mini-series almost in a way.
Yeah. Every series is different.
Its own story essentially, yeah. But the way it's shot, the way it's acted, the way it's written, everything about it is wonderful. And when you got Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson there to carry the load and do it. I've watched that episode so many times. Just I'll get a craving to watch an episode of True Detective. I throw that one on, and I'm good. Right.
It also sets up the mystery of the whole season, right? Of like what they're investigating, right? So it's
got a little bit of a cliffhanging ending to it, just to tease you, to pull you back. Does a great job of introducing the characters and giving you an idea of what you're dealing with. So
just the quality of the television show
that was when HBO first started kind of doing these like intense, realistic miniseries. I found like they always had shows.
Yeah, like Sopranos was a show and it was intense and serious, but it wasn't like a miniseries, like you said.
Yeah. So, anyways,
okay, I'm gonna go with. I'll go with Futurama. I'm gonna go with Futurama. Season 3, episode 10.
I don't know what episode.
The dog one?
I'm not gonna know what it is when you say it, but
Luck of the Fryish. So it's the one where Fry has bad luck. Like this whole day he has bad luck, and he wants to get his 7-leaf clover that he had when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And he ends up going like back home to his. It's been 1,000 years since he was at his home, so he goes back to old New York and he finds this old. Or he tries to find the old 7-leaf clover. It's gone. And the whole time we're seeing this parallel story about what happened in the past with his younger brother Yancey, because he thinks Yancey's still up, because Yancey was always
a wannabe. He's jealous of his brother.
But to me that kind of like defines the whole episode, because a lot of the best episodes of Futurama are the ones that pull in your heartstrings.
Is that the one with the dog?
No. That's a good one too.
I know a lot of people would say that, but it pulls in your heartstrings. So at the end you find out that his brother loved him so much he named his son after him,
and he became an astronaut too.
Yeah, became an astronaut, all thanks to that 7-leaf clover he had. Yeah. But it does do like a little bit of the time travel, because you're jumping back and forth between what happened in the past and what happened. In the modern day, the future that Fry's in. Like, to me, that's a definitive episode, because it's hard. It's got some weird sci-fi. Because like old New York exists under New York.
I agree. I think my favorite episodes of Futurama are the ones that tug at the heartstring, like the dog one, like this one, like you said, like you didn't realize that it was his brother's son the whole time, that he was, and like the whole time Fry is kind of like mad that his brother would try to copy him. He's always trying to one up him, but he was honoring him basically with the.
If there's one thing that maybe it's not like sci-fi like in space enough. They do go to the moon cemetery that they have there, but that's about as far as it goes. You don't get like a whole lot of aliens and weird science.
I mean, I don't know. It's no Insane in the Mainframe, but which would be my favorite.
Which one was that?
Where he goes to the mental asylum.
The mental asylum.
Oh, the mental asylum. Oh,
yeah. Yes. Change places.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Awesome. It's me now. Or no, it's not. It's John.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay, good.
So, let's stick with the Matt Groening show. Let's go to The Simpsons.
I could not pick one. That was so hard.
I know.
I trust your expertise. That's why.
So for me, it's. I guess not my favorite episode, but I think some of the best episodes are the ones that include the whole town. Those are some of the best ones that involve the whole town. I remember one like classic, old school. Conan O'Brien actually wrote this episode. It is the monorail episode. Oh, yeah. It's Marge versus the monorail is what it's called. So it's got your musical number. It's got a lot of comical moments with the town, and it is like what you think of probably when you think of The Simpsons. It's probably one of those classic episodes. And it's got Homer becoming the monorail driver who has basically no training. So mono means one, rail means rail. And that concludes our 7-week training, or however many weeks it was, training. And he just takes the money and run. But it is one of those episodes that is, I think, crucial to The Simpsons. And it is hilarious. It definitely speaks to what made The Simpsons so good in the 90s. And it's something that they haven't been able to tap into in the 2000s, I don't think.
Like I said, it's so hard to pick one. Yeah. I think if I had to, it'd be I don't remember the name of it, but where Homer, the dental plan one, or Homer the union guy.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
That, to me, since it's mostly about like the down to earth stuff, like within the school, his job and stuff like that. The monorail is a big exception where it becomes like they build this weird thing, which is a little bit out of the norm.
Yeah. But I like this. It showcases a bunch of different characters as well too. It's not like just the Simpsons family. The town is involved.
Who shot Mr. Burns?
Yeah. What was the episode where they found the angel? And
I almost had that one too. That's I had that as like my runner-up.
That was one of the ones I was thinking of. I actually was going to guess if you said one, Marge versus the monorail, because I think you've mentioned it before.
Lisa the Skeptic was that episode. I almost had that one because it's another town episode.
One of the most iconic Simpson moments, though, that I think really encapsulates the show is, and I don't know what episode it is, so you can tell me the one where Homer has to do it for her thing.
Oh yeah, wait for Maggie. It was like a whole bunch of like
It was a flashback
clip show. Yeah,
Oh, it was a clip
flashback.
one. Oh,
Well, not a clip show, but it's a flashback of a bunch of like them, like the kids like being born,
Okay.
all of them being
Yeah.
born, and then she was like the one that he's specifically is
There's
like,
no
do it
pictures
for
of
her.
Maggie.
For-
Yeah.
a lot of people also always talk about the pyramid, the one where Homer has the trip, essentially, where to find out who his soulmate was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one
Yeah.
too.
I always like the one where Homer gets fat to after not
Yeah,
going to work.
yeah, where
and
was the
then-
moo-moo?
where was
Yeah.
the moo-moo, but yeah.
So many good ones. We stick.
Yeah.
There-
Sorry,
there is-
yeah,
you
sorry.
could. I know, and yes, it is hard to pick one that you think is definitive. This is just one of the ones that I think does encapsulate a lot of what Simpsons was so good at.
Yeah, nice. Me. Okay, then we're gonna go with what my favorite TV series of all time is Friends. Period. I can watch that all the time. It's easily the best show for me to just throw on when I'm killing time or something. Wife loves it. I think it was actually one of the things we bonded over a lot. And I have a favorite episode, but which is the one with the videotape where we find out who the parent is.
Oh, that's your favorite episode?
No, that's my favorite episode, or
Yeah.
one of my favorites.
Okay.
But when you ask me what is the most definitive one, because that one's late in Friends. That's season.
Yeah,
8.
yeah.
The definitive one for me is the one with the embryos, season 4, episode 12.
That was my.
I mean, it
Friends
is the
episode.
one.
That's my
It's
Friends
got everything.
episode.
It's got the heart of at the end. Phoebe's pregnant with her brothers.
Yeah, with her brothers, surrogate.
triplets. So I
kid,
mean,
yeah.
it's got the heartwarming end to it, but it shows the dynamic of the Joey and Chandler together versus Monica and Rachel and Ross.
You see Monica's like competitive side.
Yeah,
because she's
Ross in the middle of it, trying to be nerdy about
Yeah,
everything and,
yeah.
and go and
No, that's actually my favorite episode.
Yeah.
And it was going to be the one that I would have mentioned.
and the
as well.
guys win, so they get they
get the apartment.
It has the whole.
Yeah.
It starts the whole like 2 or 3 episode arc where they have the apartment from the girls and the girls
Yeah.
have their apartment.
What is the name that is on the TV guide that the girls steal every week?
It's Ms. Chenandler Ball.
Yes.
Okay. And what was Joey's? What did Joey want to be when he wanted to grow up? Or he had an imaginary friend. What was his name?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Shit.
Space Cowboy.
Oh, okay. I can remember. Yeah.
Sorry.
no,
Anyway,
that's
sorry.
yeah.
How about you, Lou?
That's an episode I would have picked.
What
for sure.
Friends episode would you pick?
Yeah. I would have. It would have been that one, or if I were going to say another Friends one, I don't know what the name of the title was the one where everybody finds out.
Well, that's what it's called. The one
The one where everybody finds out.
Yeah.
That Chandler
That's a good
and
one.
Monica are dating.
That's also a good one. Good
That is a
pick.
great one. One of my favorites as well.
I'm gonna go a bit old school with my next pick. Mr. Bean.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Season 1, episode 11. Back to School, Mr. Bean.
Oh,
Where-
where he has to do trigonometry? Or-
No, where he goes back to like it's like an open house at the school. And
Yeah.
there's like
Nude painting.
nude painting,
Yeah, nude painting.
or the chemistry set. Because to me that like shows like because Mr. Bean's always like putting him in a different scenario.
Yeah.
So that one actually lets him do like in a classroom with art, but then he can go to the chemistry one, and then
Yeah.
there's something with like the electric thing, like an electric ball touch. And
Oh,
it
yeah,
just-
the Tesla coil, I think it was.
so you get to
The
see
hair,
like
the hair is supposed to go up.
you can see all these different things he does in different scenarios, and that
Yeah.
to me that's Mr. Bean. And the best Mr. Bean ones also show a little bit of heart. Like at the end of this one, his car gets crushed by the tank.
Right? Yes,
Oh,
that
And
is
he's,
yeah,
he's
yeah,
all
yeah.
sad, and you feel bad
Yeah.
for him, even though he's such an
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah.
But then he picks up the lock.
Takes the log. That's all he cared about was the log. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've loved it, but my favorite Mr. Bean's always been the Christmas special one.
that was my probably.
That's the one I think of the most. Especially when the girlfriend thinks he's getting him like the ring, and
Yeah.
so he brings the box, and she's like,
Yeah.
it opens, and it's the hook to put
Yeah.
the picture on.
Or maybe I'm thinking of like that. That one's good.
Or
too.
when he's like conducting the band and he
I'll say
turns up the
Mr.
volume.
Bean, like
Yeah.
any episode for me is like you get an
There's
idea.
only
Like,
like one season of Mr. Bean.
I know it's
too.
just there's like maybe like 10 episodes.
Well, at least 11 based
Yeah.
on at least.
But the New Year's one as well, like where he has a big New Year's party, and like
Yeah.
a couple of his coworkers show up and they change the clock because they just want to leave.
Yeah.
But then they come back at the end where he's painting his house for some
He
reason.
puts the dynamite in the paint.
But
Yeah.
he wrapped everything up in newspaper, right?
Yeah.
So boom, and like the guy came back for his hat at just that moment.
Yeah. Did you see the episode of MythBusters where they busted that being
Oh.
possible? They did. They made like a room
I think
like the same size, and it's just like so sporadic. There's no way you could ever do that. But it was kind of fun that they took a Mr. Bean episode and used a MythBusters episode about it. Yeah, no, you could choose any Mr. Bean. Even like with him on the park bench, he's making a sandwich, and he pulls out like a live fish and like smacks it on the bench.
Is that the one with the bee as well?
I think that was a picnic. I think that was a different one. The picnic. Whereas,
Yeah.
Anyways, Mr. Bean. That's great. I love that you went there. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So I'm gonna go. We talked about some HBO stuff. So I'm gonna go Game of Thrones. And I think if you're gonna get into Game of Thrones, you gotta start from the ground running at the very first episode. It is the pilot episode. So it shows you at the very beginning a little bit of the ice walkers. What the fuck are they called?
The
Winter's coming, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, the bad guys, the zombie ice people. I forget what they're called. They show you that. They show you the North. They show you like the Ned Stark and his family, the White Walkers. Yes, they show you like Ned Stark and his family, and then they show the Lannisters and how close they are. And then at the very end, they show you like the Lannisters are kind of doing some incest effing. You know, you got Jaime and Cersei Lannister, and then they push Bran out the window. I was like, okay. That got me hooked right there. Like that got me going. It was like the incest stuff. Man, I love that.
I mean,
but it just shows you the tone of the show. And like anything can happen. You have no idea what's gonna go on.
And I had a Game of Thrones too, but I just thought, okay, my favorite episode. If I wanted to show my favorite episode or talk about my favorite,
I feel like if I did my favorite episode, it would but it would have been like ruining so many. You don't want to start there. I feel like this is a good starting point, and you should start at the very beginning.
Well, I have it on my list. I'll just mention it. Mother's Mercy, which is the episode after Battle of the Bastards, is my favorite.
Yeah,
where it has all the reveals about Jon's heritage and a lot of deaths happening.
Well, Cersei like blows up like the whole citadel. The
Great Sept of Baelor, it gets blown up, and it's got that beautiful like cello score where he's working OT at the beginning. Yeah. But I won't talk about that one.
Okay. Moving past Game of Thrones.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go with, and I'm gonna get the name wrong because I believe actually this is what it was called. The first episode, I'll go to another miniseries of Chernobyl.
Oh yeah.
Is called 1:23:45, and that was the exact second, the clock reading when the reactor 4 blew up. I had heard about Chernobyl.
It's a place in Ukraine that they have a nuclear meltdown.
Well, it's not a place, Pripyat's place. It's a factory.
I apologize.
Anyways. But I'd heard about it, watched it, and it just pulled me in because I've worked in plants. You've worked in plants before. We've all worked in plants at some point, or still do. And so that lifestyle thing, I could understand the whole you're showing up for your shift, you're getting dressed. So that pulled me in a little bit.
It's like safety versus your duty.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
And I knew about Chernobyl. Mm-hmm. I knew the story of it. But I had no clue the detail that it was going to, and I didn't know where the story was going to go in it. And so it pulled me in, it sucked me in. I still say it's my favorite. I've watched, like I talk about True Detective, done the same thing with Chernobyl where I watch it for many times.
Was it the first episode then that you talked about? Or which episode? I know you said the name of it. What was it, the very first episode of the show? That is your pick. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's the very first episode.
Was it, okay, if I was to pick, because I've seen the series as well, if I was going to pick, I'd pick the first episode because that will get you hooked into the rest of the series, I would say. I agree with you, for sure.
So I'm going to go back to something that animated for my pick. I'm going to go, this is the one I asked specifically about for the two-parter thing. It's Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Season 1, Episode
15.
12 and 13.
Damn close.
It's a two-parter. It's called Gamma World Part 1, Part 2. The Avengers get called because the cube, where they keep all the gamma irradiated villains, like there's a breach there, and they go there because like the actual gamma radiation is spreading outside and it's mutating like the people.
Speaking of Chernobyl.
Oh, same thing happened.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's mutating the people. So like, oh yeah, we'll put on these like our radiation suits and stuff, and we'll go in, and the leader's got to be behind this. They know that Samuel Stearns is in this facility. He was held there, so they go in, and they get assaulted by like the UFOs who are like radioactive. They get, I think Absorbing Man's there, or is it later? I can't remember if he shows up there or he comes later. I think yeah. Either way, they fight all these villains, and like the Avengers start getting ripped. Like all they have to do is get their radiation suits opened up a little bit, and like Black Panther starts turning into like a mutated Panther Man, or Wasp gets all these bug-like features and stuff to her, and they're all like getting mutated, and then. they end up shutting it down. Like there was like a gamma like radiation thing that was like making everyone radiated, but they didn't find the leader.
Oh, okay.
Which leads to the second part where he actually shows up in Las Vegas, and he's got like that was just a test.
Gambling.
That was a test for his big machine. He does like the whole of Vegas becomes mutated, all the people there, and it gets the Avengers because it's still within the radius of that whole facility. So he gets like everyone, and then like it ends up being like Hawkeye is like the one guy, you know, the normal,
Hawkeye, you know, the most toughest Avenger.
He's like
everyone's favorite,
one guy,
strongest Avenger.
Yeah,
the one guy who's got like no real powers. So like when he goes back to get Hulk because Hulk wasn't there, but like Hulk is Banner, and like he goes and he convinces Banner to come because that's actually who he wants. He wants Banner to.
Yeah, the intelligent guy, not the Rory Magoo.
Yeah, and then he has to confront the leader along with Absorbing Man, and Thor's there because Thor's immune to the radiation because he's a god. And like it's a little twist because they don't need Hulk. They have Banner who makes the anti-gamma radiation thing, and he screws over the leader. It's a great episode. And like it's got the twists. That's what I like about it. Like everything in the Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, there's always a twist at the end. And you find out like, oh, that leads to a totally different villain, a different arc, and that's what the show is all about. So that's why I picked that one, this two-parter, because it gives you, you know, a lot of great action, a lot of twists and turns. The heroes seem like they're going to lose at points, and then it turns around like.
I know I watched the whole series, but this was like 15 odd years ago. I don't know how long ago, so I don't remember any of that. It's totally going over my head. But yeah, I do remember that series being great. I do.
Never watched it.
Yeah.
Never watched it. It's a
great
cartoon one, right?
It is. Yeah. It was before Disney acquired.
Yeah, I think I know what it looks like.
So yeah, it was a long time ago. So let's go to Seinfeld. And what episode of Seinfeld would we talk about other than The Bet? So this is the one where they all made a bet that they would not touch themselves for a certain amount of time.
Master of their domains.
Master of their domains, yeah. And it is probably I would say this is where the show like started getting so good. Like it was okay before then, but this is like the first like kickoff episode. It made the show so great and what it
How early
became.
was it in their season? Like
I want to say like season 2 or 3 maybe.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know exactly. It was first season slower, not nearly as good. 2 got better, and then this episode kicked things off, I think. And it was everybody. They had a bet to see who could not. You know, be the master of the domain.
It was interesting having like a female.
And having Elaine in there as well too.
Bet, you know.
And they thought, no, you got to pay more than that because you guys don't need to do it as much as guys do. And so, but she was always tempted because she'd go to the gym and she'd say, John F. Kennedy Jr. And she paid up because she did not win the bet.
And Kramer's like the one who comes
first out was Kramer,
and that's I'm out.
Slaps the money on the table because there's a naked lady across Jerry's apartment. They're all staring at her.
Yeah.
He just like slowly leaves the room, comes back like 5 minutes later. I'm out. Hilarious. And you don't know who wins the bet until the very last episode of Seinfeld when they're in the airplane crash. George and Jerry are talking about like life and how like they have regrets and stuff like that. I guess it would be the second last episode, the penultimate ever episode of the series. Yeah, and George is like, "You won the bet." What? I said I won the. I cheated. George says. So it was technically Jerry that won the bet.
That's such a George thing to do. Exactly.
And he's trying to hold off because he's seeing his mom at cause she like fell. How it started off was him like touching himself in his room, like in his parents' place, and she caught him, and she like fainted, and they had to go to the hospital, and she was in the hospital, and then every time he'd go to visit her, there'd be like
a silhouette,
a silhouette of like the nurse like sponge bathing the person next to her, and it's like a hot lady. So he was like really intrigued by this, and he'd always visit his mom just to go see the sponge bath. Yeah. It was just, it is one of those episodes. It's probably one of my favorite episodes, if not my favorite episode, and I think it kind of kicked off what made the show so good. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out on Seinfeld.
There's a lot of Seinfelds I've seen. But I will always just see it in like clips here, bits there. Like I come in halfway through an episode, so like I couldn't even fathom a guess as to like what my Seinfeld favorite episode is. I just have things that I remember from them.
Is that also the one where like because they're not having sex either or anything, and like George just becoming smarter and Elaine becomes dumber?
No, that's later on in the series. Yeah,
Okay.
that's later on.
All right. Well, let's keep the comedy train rolling. I'm going to go with one of a show that I really enjoy, Community.
Yeah.
And if I were to try and suck off anybody into Community,
It's an odd choice of words.
I would get down on my knees and I would introduce them as I put the DVD into the DVD player
Those are still a thing.
to the episode, or a Blu-ray or a Laserdisc, and I would show them the second last episode of season 1, Modern Warfare, the first paintball episode that they had.
Those are good episodes.
Now there's Fistful of Paintball, which they did like in the second season, which was good too.
Mm-hmm.
But Modern Warfare really just showed how wild and crazy this school could get for something so ridiculous as
for the
priority
first,
registration.
For the first season, I would say that is like the most like out there episode, and it is probably the most fun episode. Absolutely.
It was such a cool concept too, right? You take something like paintball, and they made obviously the paintball look really cool with like the guns they have.
Yeah.
And it's got like Jeff when he shows up and he's like John McClane.
Yeah, I was like that one.
Action movie started.
It was the second season. Was it the second season that had the one where they were like it was on like Star Wars mixed with like the Wild West because they did. Like,
they did the KFC. Well, no, it wasn't Star Wars. It was just Wild West, I think. Maybe there was.
It was like it transitioned from like Wild West to Star Wars.
Oh yes, that was that one.
That was
because there was two episodes.
The first paintball one, I think, it's probably the more quintessential.
But I go with the first one just because it's early on in the season and sucks people in. Have you ever seen anything or anything like that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, we got to show you that one.
that's
a good. We'll suck you in. We'll
in. Yes.
Okay.
It is absolutely a fun episode. And for the first season.
And it's like who's going to win, right? Who's going to be the last one standing?
Exactly. Yeah, that's great.
So I think I asked you guys about 4. Do you want to do 5? Like you can do.
I can do a 5th one.
I got one more.
This is 4 right now, so I can do a 5th one as well.
Okay. So then I'm gonna go with this one. I'm actually changing it on the fly here because like I had a really hard time picking. I was gonna pick my favorite, but I think I'm gonna change it to something else that I think is more definitive. My Name is Earl, season 1, episode 2, Quit Smoking.
Oh, okay. Real early on, okay.
Yeah, so that's basically like, if you know about My Name is Earl, he has a list of all these bad deeds and he's trying to make amends on all of them there. So this guy named Donnie that he framed or whatever, he went to jail.
He's wearing his sweater or his shirt?
Yeah. And he goes to jail. So he goes and he like apologizes to Donnie and like try to make up to him, and Donnie kind of in jail, he found God and he just forgives him.
I found God.
And then you find out that like his mother has a lot of hatred because he was in jail for what, 2 years or 3 years or something like that. And she like knocks Earl out and tries to take him hostage or whatever. But then she can't breathe because she's been smoking her whole life. She can't do anything to him. So he ends up like, you know what? I'm gonna give you those years back because now I did that to you too. I took your son away from you for 3 years. So I'm gonna give you 3 years back by helping you stop smoking.
Yeah.
And Earl too is a smoker at that point. Yeah. So they both kind of kick the habit. And to me, like My Name is Earl is all about like, he does a thing to help someone, but it impacts him too. Yeah. And this one, he ended up like quitting smoking as well. And it's never what you think, right? Like you thought it was a big lead up to Donnie.
Yeah.
And it's not Donnie, it's Donnie's mom. And you like, how do you give someone time back?
Exactly. It wasn't like a one-to-one him, fixing Donnie.
My Name is Earl is a show that I've watched. I didn't say My Name is Earl is a show that I've watched probably because when we lived together, you would show me some episodes, and I really did like it. And it's just not one I've watched from beginning to end. And it's not it wasn't on for a long time.
It was 4 seasons, and
so
it got cut off.
It's got the chance for me to watch it.
Well, that was hard. Like there was like 3 or 4 episodes of like, oh, which one's the best for defining?
Well, that's a good one because it does show like the ingenuity of him like altering his plan. Like he's not just trying to help Donnie, he's trying to help people that were affected by what he did as well. Yeah. That's a great pick actually, I wouldn't know what to pick for My Name is Earl. So should I do Always Sunny in Philadelphia or The Office episode? That's what I'm wondering here.
Well, I might be able to speak more to The Office, even though I think Always Sunny is a better show. So which show would you want to try and convince somebody to watch more?
I mean, I think there's a lot of fans of The Office. I think that people watch it nonstop all the time. It's a great show. What is yours? Scranton City. So I don't think I need to tell anybody to watch The Office. So I think if I wanted to say anything, it's watch Stress Relief. That episode's great. So I'm gonna go with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And it was kind of hard to pick because there's a lot of episodes that are like just the gang being stupid, which is basically the whole premise of the show, that they're just complete idiots. But the one I went with is the gang solves the gas crisis.
That's the one I was hoping you were going to pick.
Is it?
That's my favorite episode.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's easily
It's not my
favorite
favorite.
episode.
It's not my favorite, but it is.
Oh, it's so
It's a
good.
fun episode where Matt comes up with his idea, where they're gonna buy a whole bunch of gas, hang on to it in the bar in like these barrels,
In barrels.
and they're gonna sell it at a profit.
Because their
a
seat
few
goes
months down
up
the
and
road.
down.
Yeah, exactly. So they're gonna sell it as a profit down the road. But they run into so many different trials and tribulations and problems. So and everybody
Frank's
has.
rate van.
And yeah, Frank has his own storyline with Dee, where for some reason they're like stalking this guy. I forget why they're stalking this guy, and it's not even the right guy. And they slam into this
Because he painted his windows.
He tints the front of the vehicle,
dark
and he
that.
slams into this guy's vehicle. This guy's like, why? Why they keep smashing into his fucking car for no reason?
And then, sorry, you're probably gonna bring it up, but they all like they're trying to like go to the bank to get money to.
Yeah, they're trying to get money. They're for their scheme, their laundering scheme that they're trying to do, and everybody has their role to play. Like Mac is the brains. For some reason, usually Mac isn't the brains, but he's the brains. And then I got right down like Dennis is the looks.
Yeah.
And then you got
Charlie's the wild
Frank is the muscle
Oh, right.
for some reason. Dee is the useless chick because you gotta have a useless chick in your
And
group.
what's Charlie?
Charlie's the wild card,
Yeah.
bitches. And so he cuts the brake lines at the end of the episode just because he's a wild
They're
card.
transporting. Well, you gotta mention they're
Yeah.
transporting the gas in these open barrels
Yeah.
in the back of the van,
Yeah.
and he cuts the brakes.
Yeah, and then they slam the
Or
vehicle
into the guy.
back into that guy's vehicle again, and it explodes. Like, why?
Yeah,
You just understand why he's being
such a good
picked on.
episode, yeah.
It is so stupid. It shows like the stupidity of this group of people, but it also
The scheme.
the scheming. I love the
Yeah.
scheming, and I love this. Like it highlights all of their different traits.
And they're working
in the
together
show.
through the whole thing. It's not like two
Yeah.
separate stories.
Yeah.
Well, although except Frank and Dee have a little.
Yeah,
bit.
they come together near the end. But yeah, it's a fun
So
episode.
that's one you picked.
And I feel like if you want to watch this show, this is an episode that would definitely define a lot of their characters.
But definitely don't do the first season to try and pull people in.
Well, you're missing Frank in the
Yeah.
whole first season,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
unfortunate.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well.
But yeah, that's one of the episodes I think
There
would
you
be
go. Well,
worth watching.
in the spirit of your, it's me, right?
Yeah,
Last one.
that's my last
In
one.
the spirit of your zaniness, I'll go with. There's a show called Scrubs having a revitalization right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But if you were to watch Scrubs, it would be season 3. I didn't write the episode down, but it's called My Screw Up, and it's got Brendan Fraser in it, and the whole storyline is exactly. Yeah, it's that episode shows you how well written that show could be because it's got the seriousness, it has the zaniness. That was always what I loved about Scrubs the most, is the balance of comedy versus seriousness or sadness. I think it did such a good job of that, with a little bit of zaniness and wackiness to it. And that's the episode to watch because I remember the first time I saw it, and I was at buddy's like dorm room and we were having some beer, so I wasn't paying ultra close attention. And when the ending happened, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What just happened?
Yeah.
How did I miss something? What's going on? So that's an episode that'll show you the heart of Scrubs, the comedy of it, how well written it was, and the acting too.
Yeah.
So
It reminds me almost like Lewis's Futurama. Like it has a lot of the funny moments and like the more seriousness, but it also has that heartbreakingness to it as well, like that sadness as well. That's a great pick for Scrubs.
yeah. So and a great show to try and get somebody to watch.
Yeah.
Now after that downer pick,
Bring it back up.
Oh my god.
pick something like completely the opposite of it.
Please cleanse my palate with something cleaner.
South Park,
Hey.
season 5, episode 7, proper condom use. It's the kids are getting taught about sex ed, and so they start teaching, like Mr. Garrison teaches the boys, Miss Chokes on Dick teaches the girls, and Miss Chokes on Dick just starts talking like all the worst sides about it, like STDs and pregnancy and whatever, and it scares the girls who tell the boys because Mr. Mackey knows nothing. I said Mr. Garrison,
Mr. Mackey, yeah.
Mr. Mackey knows nothing.
Yes.
But then it ends up like being like a whole Mad Max thing.
Oh, that's that episode.
That
Okay,
episode.
cool. Okay.
Like South Park is something they take something so simple and it's a little bit controversial. Like when do you teach kids?
I think
about
that was
sex
the
ed?
introduction of Butters actually too.
No, he was before that.
Just walk away. Just walk. He's really good at that.
I use Butters all the time in the Stick of Truth.
Okay.
He was good.
But then, like, they take something controversial, like when do you start teaching kids about sex? It's a simple question. They go off the rails with it. They have like kindergartners being taught by Mr. Garrison,
Yeah.
who's putting condoms on with his mouth.
Yeah.
What? And we just start crying.
Yeah.
I would have picked season 10, episode 8, Make Love.
Not Warcraft?
Yeah.
They don't usually go into the game. That's like
Yeah.
completely.
I know that's really late too. It's just my favorite episode.
Oh, I'm not picking my favorite.
No, exactly.
I know.
My favorite's.
I don't know what's about episode I would pick as like the quintessential one. Yeah, I don't know. That's cool. That's funny.
I was really sorry. I was gonna say so we're at because we're at the end, right?
Yeah.
But I'm really disappointed. I thought John for sure was gonna bring up a Frasier episode.
The thing about Frasier is
You can even do.
it's pretty solid. It's like
Cheers. You could.
I would say it's
Cheers, yeah.
Cheers as well. Every episode is very solid straight through. It's not like one I would say that stands out.
And I was also hoping one of you were gonna bring up like Rick and Morty, just to see what would be.
We could do a
next.
part 2 of this, eh?
If you wanted to.
Part 2, a quintessential episode.
And I can bring up my
Coming
invincible
soon
one by that time.
to a theater near you.
Okay. That's not the end though.
No, it's not the end.
No, we're not
It's
our
our
outro.
sign off. But where can we find anyone? Because you guys want to do a sign off so badly. Where can they find you?
You can find me all over the place. That's CountryBoy Niner or CountryBoy_9, also known as both of those names. But on like YouTube and Twitter and Letterboxd and PSN and a bunch of different places. Just go find me somewhere. I unbox things and I have a lot of fun, and just check me out.
And I am the LewisLightning. You can find me with that. All one word, the LewisLightning on YouTube, where I got some older PlayStation 3 gameplay, or you check it out on Twitch, where I play like PS5 stuff and other, even something on my PC.
Why is there a mark
You
at
can
3
check
inches?
You can check that out. Also, I'm on Mallard Matinee with this guy here,
Hey.
where we review movies. We every month pick a different theme. We watch a couple of different movies that fit that theme. It's a great time. You should check it out if you love movies.
So good, so good.
And you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, PSN, or TikTok as MussKeg. Start following my series where I actually review Mallard Matinee episodes.
You should do that.
Yeah, you should do that.
You should do a TikTok of you reviewing our episodes.
You should do a TikTok of me reviewing. your
I would,
episodes.
if you did
Yeah.
review our episodes, I would review your review.
That would be an episode that would pull me in, I tell you.
I will do that. Start doing our reviews of our
What's
reviews.
the Mallard Matinee penultimate episode to pull people in? Or not penultimate, but the episode to pull people
I think the first one, just because it's the first one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
in. Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I watched.
First
Well, you
or
haven't
second?
seen that movie, so
First
you
or
wouldn't
second?
know. Yeah. It was Roger Rabbit. It's an amazing movie. Anyways,
That's it for this episode.
Yeah.
I guess.
Where can we find each other?
our penultimate.
Yeah.
What's our penultimate of wasted opinions? Is what we should have asked.
So
Anyway.
we're gonna go watch some more shows, I guess.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Great show.
Movie.